This one's kinda interesting. On the surface, it looks like just another one of these. I don't actually know what they're called. Is this what they call a dramedy? It feels kinda fun and lighthearted. You know, sort of like a rom-com, but it's a drama with a comedic tone. Anyway, you know these kind of movies. And this looks just like one of those. And it kinda is. But it goes a little bit deeper than those tend to do. But it's got such a great cast, and the characters are compelling enough that it really elevates this a notch above most similar movies. But the direction and the cinematography are really bland. They're not bad at all, they're just bland. They don't stand out in any way at all, positive or negative. They just sort of get the job done. And I honestly don't even know if there is a score in this movie. I genuinely never once paid attention to it, if it even exists, which is pretty remarkable. But I don't really know if I can put that down as a negative, since it definitely wasn't distracting, and it never drew attention away from the movie itself. So maybe it's actually good? It's just sort of there, minding its own business, I assume, since I actually can't say for sure. As far as the editing goes, there were a few hiccups, a couple of moments where the cuts were just really kinda odd, kinda sloppy, and the continuity within the scene didn't really work. But that's more or less nitpicking, because it literally only happened like twice. So what's the movie about? It's about a retired banker, or some sort of financial guru. I don't think they ever actually clarify what he did. Anyway, he's played by Mendelsohn, who's been in a bunch of things, and he's really good in this. It's essentially about his whole dynamic with his son and his ex-wife, and he's trying to figure out his life, which is exactly what his son is trying to do too. And there's another family, and they're having their own issues, so there's actually a lot going on in this movie. Everyone's just scrambling, trying to figure out their fish. The son's played by Mann from Me, Earl and the Dying Girl, which is actually a pretty good movie, and he's really good in this. Edie Falco is the mom. I know, she's Edie Falco. She's always good. And then there's Tahan from Ozark. He's the kid from the other family, and he's good too. However, the writing for his character is kinda shaky. But as I said, the cast is really solid. And the characters don't feel like generic paper cutouts. They have some depth to them. The parents are worried about their kids, but not overbearing. They actually feel like real people. And the story itself isn't all that. It's okay, gets a little silly sometimes, but it's really all about the cast and the characters. Those kept me interested. And with a worse cast than this thing would have probably been extremely bland and not remotely interesting. So it kinda toes the line between completely forgettable and kinda good actually. And at the end of the day, I liked it. The pacing was good, it never dragged. In fact, the very end almost felt a bit rushed. Something happened and suddenly it was weeks later. That could have probably been handled better. But overall, I liked this movie. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I wouldn't call it anything special, but it's good. It's a solid movie with some heart to it. So would I recommend it? Sure, why not? Go watch it, or don't. I'm not your dad.